historically is the type of news that's going to make a stock go bananas. I think that low float on there really helped with that first initial push. Now we've got a bunch of buyers looking at this, reading that press release, trying to decide if the press release is good enough to get into. The bid keeps dropping. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me fix my chat filter over here on YouTube. Good morning, Sheila, over there on YouTube. Good morning. Which ticker? Maddie, I was just talking about GELS. GELS. Mark, good morning. They put out a press release at 7:30. It popped from 169 to 316. And then it fell. And it's trending down at the moment. And we're kind of watching it. You know, we have a combination here of a positive press release and a low float stock. So that combination can sometimes be real gold. So we're really watching it close. Just watching it very closely to see if it pops. I don't think the news is good. Don't get me wrong. It's a good news, but it's not the kind that typically will get a stock going bananas. Oh, let's see. Let's go back and look at some of our old go-tos here. EVGN. How many of you out there in TikTok and YouTube got a hold of EVGN this morning on that 7 o'clock press release? What a beaut. Up 190+% on that press release. I think we hit 194% off of the press release. And then it pulled back. It's still up 157%. Boy, that was a fun ride. It started off around $1.11. Press release came out. And boom, off she went. What a fun ride on that one. Errol, good morning. Kathy, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Mark, good morning. Good morning, Mark. Good to see you. I definitely appreciate you being over there in Discord early in the morning. All right, we're looking for EVGN to pop and get back up over $3. OSTX partners with Eversana for the U.S. commercialization of OST in recurrent, fully resected pediatric lung metastatic osteosarcoma. OSTX. Hot off the press. Less than a minute old. OSTX. We'll see how that one does on that news. OSTX. We got a pump from $1.90 to $2.30 on that first 1 minute candle. And now a little bit of a pullback, as expected. And now we're going to see what it does. OSTX, let's check out the float on that one. Why do I have no float on that one? Not showing a float for that one. All right. DGXX. DGXX pushing up. They had a press release out this morning, about 12 minutes ago. They issued a letter to shareholders. Stock has moved up about 20 cents since that press release. Slow, steady climb. It's pulling back at the moment. Still watching Gels, GELS. We're going to see if this one wants to rip back to 3 again for us. News is not that great. It's good news. Don't get me wrong. It's good news, but it's not the kind that I'd bet the farm on. EVGN, give us 3. There's 3 again. Beautiful. Now, we had a previous high here of $3.35 on EVGN. We're going to see if we can break that. Be nice to get a new high on this thing and break up over 200% on that press release. Got a quick short on OSTX from 222 to 201. Nice. Good job, Bob. EVGN, come on. 298, 302. Here it goes. Let's see if it goes up. TD, good morning. Eric, good morning. Sai, good morning. Looks like EVGN is going to do it again for us here. Looking for 350. Above 350, if I recall. Let me look back on the monthly chart. They've got a relatively small float. They did a reverse split back on 7/25 of last year. So it's been a while. Almost a year. Almost a year. And I'm pretty certain they've probably done an offering since then. That'd be my guess. But sure looking sweet right now. Good morning. Let's see. OSTX is dropping quick. USTX still dropping down to 186. Bob, you should have held a little bit longer. You should have held just a fuzz longer. Well, we managed to get EVGN up to 316 before it decided to fall back under 3 again. Unbelievable. Good morning. Gels. All right, now Gels is the one that we wanted to keep an eye on. Don't expect great things out of it, but it's got a relatively small float, pretty decent news. The combination can create really spectacular things sometimes, so we just want to keep an eye on it, see if it busts up. It went up over 3 initially, and it's back and dropped all the way down to 202. So it dropped over $1 on the pullback. Kind of looking for it to regain that again and maybe get back to 3 and give us a nice little 50, 60, 70 cent scalp off of that. Magel's still coming down. Carm not doing anything. MGNX. MGNX was another one that we had this morning. They had a press release at 7 o'clock. Pushed it up pretty nice. It went from 167 to 236. And then up to 243. Looks like it's trying to climb back again. Now let's go back and look at Gels. Look at Gels. It's doing exactly what we'd hoped. Let's get it back to 3. We're up about 50 cents from where it hit bottom there. Really needed to rip here. 265. So we're up about 60 cents now off of that bottom. $0.75 off the bottom. $0.80 off the bottom. Got a couple more press releases here. This is a class action lawsuit, and that one is a class action lawsuit. And those don't help us at all. Those don't add any value whatsoever. Come on, Gels. Pop. DGXX, DigiPower, pushing up again. This is the one that issued a letter to shareholders this morning, about 20 minutes ago. It's climbing up pretty nice on the press release. It pulled back. Now it climbed back up again. Scott got Gels from 223 to 264. Nice job. Pulled a nice little scalp off of that. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Still want this to hit 3 though. Dan, good morning. Good morning. Oh, it's going to be a hot one here today. Heat index was over 100 here yesterday, and I suspect it's going to be even hotter today. I think it's supposed to be hotter today. And I think we're going to get some rain. So hopefully the rain will cool things down just a fuzz. Talent, good morning. Yes, Brian, we did. Yes. My power flickered again. My power went out. Must be the heat. I don't know. Must be the heat. Anyway, something happened, but I lost power, but we're back again. Well, Jesus, the AC wasn't even running. Well, just know if we get disconnected again, just bear with me and I'll get back on it again, just like I have here the last two times. My apologies for that, though. And how about gels? Has everybody been paying attention to gels while I was gone? Kyle evidently has been. Kyle got it from 210 to 328. Beautiful trade, Kyle. Nice. Hopefully you guys paid attention to that one. Bob, 202 to 169 on SOGP with a nice little short there. Good deal. No, I didn't. Don't have a monster with me this morning. Oh my gosh. Well, we got gels to rip up to 335. Not a bad little run on that stock. I don't know if you guys were paying attention to it or not. I tried to give you as much info as I could about it on that bounce off the bottom down there at 202. All right, let's see. Let's go back and recap here real quick. I'm glad we're back before the 8 o'clock press releases, though. That's one positive. Oh, my gosh. All right. Let's do the 8 o'clock. We've got about 30 seconds. You did, but got out early, 20%, 20 cent profit. Nice. That's better than nothing. Alabama Mike, 250 to 280. Got some nice little profit on that. Scalped a little off of it. Every little bit helps. Warner Brothers, nothing there. All right, we got 1 second to go here. Let's see what 8 o'clock throws at us. How about WINT announces transformational agreement to acquire revenue-generating environmental services business. So they're buying another company, WINT, WINT. Bitcoin digital assets. BKKT is saying they've updated their investment policy to include Bitcoin and other digital assets. It's a $15 stock. Let's see what else is moving here. DATS. DATS is moving up a little bit, but not on a press release. But it is moving up a little. DATS. X4, XFOR, granted fast track designation for the treatment of chronic neutropenia. I can't even pronounce it. Anyway, they got fast track designation on XFOR. XFOR. Let's see. PLAG expands sales channels. Let's see. NRXS. Nothing there. System follow-up engagement. OSI, multiple measurements, non-body, saying, clouds further max, we're saying nothing there, swing, our intelligent traffic management application. INVZ, I'll tell you about that one, but it's okay, I guess. INVZ is bringing automotive grade LiDAR performance to security, mobility, aerial robotics, and intelligent traffic management applications. Yeah, not groundbreaking news. You never know which press release is going to be the one. SNYR taps former Coca-Cola executive to drive Focustar energy drink global expansion. Key objectives, production update, commercialization. Scott, 70 to 105 on Went. Suzanne, 71 to 99 on Went. Finley James, 67 to 85 on Went. Nice. Went now up. $111%. Chawee, 97 to 108. How many of you out there got Went? CJ, 170 to 120. It's up 140%. $96 to 110 while driving. That's talented. Joe got it from 78 to 120. Everybody's jumping ship early on this one. Was waiting on a pullback and they didn't happen. No, sometimes they don't pull back. Sometimes they don't. Most of the time they do, but sometimes they don't. Now, they did a reverse split back on February 21st of this year. So they're operating on a relatively small float here, which is contributing to what you're seeing here with this blow up. 86 to 121. Nice job. Nice trade. Very nice trade. iPhone. Michelle got rid of a bag on Wint. Nice. IVP. Not really doing much there. Wint pulling back. Now, Wint has a reputation for being one of those stocks that runs great on news and then falls really badly. Much like Jeff Brands, it just has that reputation. NDLS, nothing. Carvana, nothing. Got some more press releases here. QNTM, Quantum Biopharma, purchases more Bitcoin, bringing their total investment in the digital asset to $5 million. That's on QNTM, but it's not moving the ticker. Chicago software sales investors conference, Sheepskin Awards. Okay, so that was all the press releases there. Now let's recap some of the big movers here. NCNA trying to push up. CARM not doing anything. KLTO trying to curl up. Gels trying to push back again. Wint. Well, we got about 140% out of Wint, I believe it went up to. On that press release, so that wasn't too bad. But like I said, it's got a bad reputation of popping on news and then just losing it all. So be very careful with that. Now let's go back and look at a couple of the others. GNX. Let's take a look at Wint. Wint is still trying, but it's falling apart. Gels is trying to push up again. X4. Let me reread that one. That's the one that was granted fast track designation. That was an 8 o'clock press release. Went from 421 to 491. So not a big, massive run. And then a pullback. And now it looks like it's trying to push back up again. Relatively small public float on that one. Went, not doing anything here. EVGN all over the place. Megal. Don't let these candles fool you. 8 o'clock, we get a lot of up and down candles at 8 o'clock. Talent, $400 made my day. Thank you. Well, you're very welcome. Very welcome. Yeah, don't let those candles. You're going to see candles spiking way up and way down and way up. Don't let that fool you. Don't let it fool you into thinking the price is actually up there and then FOMO into something. Look at the bid price and the ask price. Focus on that. That's where the price actually is. Let's see. Let's see if, let's see here, DATS. No, I don't think I mentioned DATS. Let me take a look. Don't have any news on DATS, but it did pop up this morning from 294 up to 350 very quickly and then fell. And it's on its way back down now. So there's really nothing there to see. It could reverse at any moment, but right now it's trending down. I mean, let's be clear, it's up from where it was yesterday. Absolutely. But just speaking strictly pre-market, it's down. It's coming down. NCNA, that was that little 8-9 cent stock I mentioned earlier. It's up to about 10.8, almost to 11 cents now. Megal trying to get back to $3. Well, hopefully a few of you made some money on Wint. Took advantage of that quick spike on the news. We hope. Megal trying to push back to 3. Be nice to see that back at $4. That was up at $4 this morning. Early this morning. Be nice to see it go back up there. MRIN, gels, Wint. Looks like it's wanting to curl. I don't think I'd get too excited about Wint unless it broke 125 again. Let's see, NCNA. Now it's up to 11.7. This was that 8-penny stock from this morning. It's now at 11.9. 12. Moving pretty good, 12.5. Hurdler got it from 8 cents to 12 cents this morning. Nice, 60%. Beautiful. Got it up to 12.7. 13, we just whacked 13. Not a bad move. It's up. Doing well. It's up 77% this morning. 13.5. 14. 14.5. Boy, it's getting some legs now. FOMO is for real on this one. 103% on NCNA from 8 cents this morning. Wow. Closed yesterday at 7 pennies, 7.6. So about 7.5 pennies. Came to our attention around 8 cents. And it's gone to 15.7 since then. Nice little 100% run on that one. Wow. All right. Let me throw a couple more press releases here. Price target change. Nothing there. CTXR. Nothing there. IDN popped. I don't think I even have that one. IDN, I do. Okay. All right. That is going to be talent 250 on NCNA. Wow, that's nice. Boy, you're really doing her well this morning. My goodness. That's fantastic. All right. So what we're watching this morning, just give you a quick recap here before I let you go and we get back to Zoom on the website. NCNA, we're keeping an eye on that one. That one had pumped up real nice. Over 100% here this morning. EVGN is another one that we've been playing this morning. We'll keep an eye on that one. Megal did pretty decent this morning. It's been trending down, though, since 7 o'clock. So we'll keep an eye on it. But I'm not going to get really excited about that one unless it breaks 3 again. Of course, Wint, we'll keep an eye on Wint, but historically, it's doing exactly what it normally does. Climbs up beautifully on a press release and then falls apart. And it does it usually pretty quickly, but we got to keep an eye on it. It might reverse and it might go back up and test 150 again. Who knows? Definitely worth keeping an eye on it. X4, we're going to keep an eye on X4 XFOR. This one is trying, so we'll keep a close tabs on that one. And I think I've got one more press release here. PAYO announces partial adjournment of their 2025 annual meeting. Looking to see if there's anything else on those press releases. It might be moving a little bit, and I don't see anything. So, all right. You guys have a beautiful, beautiful day of trading. The Wolfpack's had a really good morning so far. We've had 3 stocks that have gone over 100% for us. EVGN went up over 190% on a press release. Wint, you guys were with us on Wint, WINT. That one went up over 140% on the press release. And NCNA, no press release there, but we got over 100% on that one from this morning. So, not bad so far this morning. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. Well, let's see, OSTX, price target maintained. Okay. All right, you guys have a great day, and I will see you bright and, I was going to say bright and early, but you know what? We're going to do 4 o'clock today, 4 p.m., 4 p.m. Eastern time, right here, right where you're at. And we'll do after hours trading, and we'll see if we can catch a press release in after hours. Press releases come out in pre-market, and a lot of them come out in after hours. So we'll try to catch those press releases for you. If you'd like to join us on Zoom, go to the website, which is wolfpackcommunity.com. Wolfpackcommunity.com. There's a link on TikTok. There's a link on YouTube. And subscribe to live Zoom trading. And then you can pop into Zoom in the mornings at 6:45 in the morning to catch press releases. And we're on for just shy of 3 hours on Zoom. So we get a lot of call outs, a lot of press releases in pre-market. Have a good day trading, and I will see all of you bright and early, either tomorrow morning, if you can't make it today, or we'll see you at 4 this afternoon. Have a great day.